Hey guys, I am here with such an interesting story, and let me begin by asking you this question. Do you remember Otonglo, the guy that was adopted by former President Uhuru Kenyatta after his time performance in 2013 during the music festivals? Well, I am here to let you know where he is. So come along, but before that, hit the subscribe button and join this beautiful family now. Before his adoption by the former President Uhuru Kenyatta, Daniel OWIRA, who was widely known as Otonglo, came from a very poor background, but luck hit on his door when he performed during the 2013 High School Music Festival, and his performance not only made Uhuru laugh, but also won his heart, and this made him Uhuru's son. After his adoption by the then president, OWIRA completed his high school education at Highway Secondary School and joined Multimedia University. He then graduated from the university in 2019 with a degree in journalism and media studies, film and animation. After completing his university education, the comedian and entertainer then joined Oakwood Brand Consulting for his internship in March 2020. OWIRA did disclose in the Wicked edition in August in 2020 that he was focusing on digital marketing at the company, a department that had been his passion. During his time in school, he made a cameo appearance on Citizen TV, Inspector Mwala, and bagged with top supermarket and telecommunications company in Kenya. He did reveal that the income at that time was so good that he almost dropped out of school because he felt comfortable. Here are his words at that time, and he said, "I told my mentor that I was comfortable with where I was in life, that I didn't need any more education. I was handed over to the Kenyatta Trust, and at that time, I was still engulfed by the fame, but they helped me adjust. They told me, here you are not a celebrity. We want to make you a better person." So back to the story, his career trajectory was still going steady, and in January 2021, he joined the President's Delivery Unit, that is the PDU, under the Executive Office of the President as an intern. OWIRA served under the Office of the President until former President Uhuru Kenyatta handed over power in August 2022. A month later, OWIRA secured a job at Opejo Photography, where he serves as a communication professional, where he continues to grow his career as a multimedia journalist.
They say make hay when the sun shines. I say buy hay when you have the Otonglo. My name is Sylvester Ogwangfumbe, the only man with an English name from Nyamtoi County Regional Diaspora. I do not like to brag. Neither will I brag, but I also don't think it is a crime to tell you that I'm a proud owner of all the prices you see in this town. Mr. Price, Mark Price, Enterprise, Car Price, and for the sake of women representatives, I am soon building Mrs. Price. But do I say, I am a well-traveled man. Just the other day, Sepp Blatter himself had police called me, flashed me, M-Pessed me, tweeted me. Do you know why? You were simply begging me to go and sit next to him. But do I say, I know that most of you have now started thinking that my life has been a bed of roses all through. But no, Mr. President, help me as to find the true story of this young man, Sylvester Ogwangfumbe, Otonglo time. Enyi madugu sikizeni leo niwaambieni habari ya Otonglo. Enyi madugu sikizeni leo niwaambieni habari ya Otonglo. Mambo ya Otonglo inatesa sana huyu kijana Ogwangfumbe. Enyi madugu sikizeni leo niwaambieni habari ya Otonglo. I graduated with a diploma in business administration from Nyamtoi Village Polytechnic University College. Our college principal who double up as Dean of Students, Vice Chancellor, Matron, and also the official bus driver, always insisted to us that it would be totally disappointing for someone to go through Nyamtoi Kindergarten, Nyamtoi Primary School, Nyamtoi CDF Secondary School, Nyamtoi Village Polytechnic University College, and end up working in Nyamtoi Center. He always insisted to us that for you to show that you had gone through an institution of higher learning is to graduate, travel to Borekapwana, Nairobi, to make Otonglo. And so after my graduation, I had no option but to travel to Nairobi to make Otonglo. Ogwangfumbe onyango magunda kora uoke gwangwa. Nairobi atope limonda yudi Otonglo. Magungati kosimiti ni mona yudio rotonglo. Kendani yo myengo ni mona yudio rotonglo. Awatiti yo kikoyo ni mona yudio rotonglo. Yongwareti yo ndugu ni mona yudio rotonglo. Kunyiwa wako usiku ni mona yudio rotonglo. Magungati yo ndugu ni mona yudio rotonglo. The Swahilians once said, ukipanda pantosha, utashuka ambassador. I alighted that the ambassador walked all the way to railways, took matatu number 9 Octopizo Ivo. Where does number 9 Octopizo go to? Analog, you don't know. No, Wakare. I had expected life in Nairobi to be smooth all the way. Gafla bin Vus and Busa Nelepofika Lower Karen, and alhamdulillah. God. Problems started following me like Madimoni. Problem number 1, language. I had lived in Yamtoi speaking one language and one language only, Luotino. This is the language being spoken by my cousin Obama Wada Lego at White House. But when I arrived in the city, I found out that speaking Kiswahili was compulsory. How did they expect me? Hold me, Sylvester Gwangfumbe Wodinyam to speak Kiswahili. Of course I knew Kiswahili. The only Kiswahili word I could comfortably speak was Maharaba. This was because our head teacher used to stand before us each and every morning at the assembly, adjust his whole shirt while looking at us at a perpendicular angle with a hot smile, then greet, Maharaba wanafuzi. Ayoma yo yawa jamaneni. Even Maharaba wewe pia will not be the best response for such a question. Problem number 2, sanitation. The Waduanoa Karen had many one toilet. All one needed to do was to pay medium short calls. In case one did not have Otonglo to make the calls, you will use the readily available Okwajahazu BTFT, Black Polythene Flying Toilet. Problem number 3, insecurity. It was only Lower Kare where one will wash his own clothes, hang them outside, go inside the house, sneak through the back door, steal the neighbor's clothes, only to realize that he has just stolen his own clothes. One morning, thieves broke into my 3-bedroom polythined house, and on realizing that I did not have anything to steal, they caned me thoroughly, threatening to do worse the next day they will come back, and did not find anything to steal. But the biggest problem was joblessness. I had expected to find job in Nairobi, but as they say, if horses were wishes, Asana nilikuwa na kikombe. Kupata kazi ilikuwa nadra kama maziwa ya kuku. I will wake up early in the morning, use my leg, SAS, and foot Shubishi to Metropolitan KIA, Kenya Industrial Area, to look for a job. At KIA, I had 3 jobs on a construction site. 1, I was the human resource manager in financial accountability, resource mobilization, internal and external affairs, a sweeper. 2, I was the officer in charge of aviatory locomotive in cargo shipmentation, a wheelbarrow servicer. 3, this was the most important job that people will recognize me. I was the chief inspector, Attorney General of the Kenya National Focal Point on Small Arms and Light Weapons, KNFP, a watchman. I will try to save the little that I have, and at the end of the entire week I had only enough to take me to City Stadium for the state function. I also bought a home theater, a small transistor radio, to enable me know what the world was saying, and also to avoid some caning in case the thieves come back. One morning when I went to KENYATTA, my heart was propagated into a cardiomyopathic attack. I almost experienced a CCF, congestive cardiac failure. The building which you are constructing was finally over. This meant that I was officially jobless again. I had to look for a job to sustain my living in Nairobi, but all was in vain. I looked for a job. I looked for a job. I looked for a job. Of course I found a job, only to realize that that job was to look for a job. The Swahilians once said, atafutaye achoki, akichoka kashapata, sikupata. My relatives back in the village did not forget that I was in the city to make Otonglo, which will change their lives for the better. Each problem that faced them at home will be passed to me through the numerous and replied paragraphs of letters. Paragraph 1. Dear Sylvester, our cow had invaded a neighbor's farm and it has eaten all the mboleas and the manures. Therefore, send us some Otonglo to pay the fine. Paragraph 2. Dear Sylvester, your younger cheeky brother had been misbehaving with the chief's daughter and he has finally put her in the family way. Therefore, send us some Otonglo to pay the dowry. Paragraph 3. Dear Sylvester, our cow has chicken pox and our chicken has mad cow disease. Therefore, send us some Otonglo to buy paracetamol and Dino. Paragraph 4. Dear Sylvester, dog, meanwhile maisha in the city ilizidi kwenda segemnege mkwangu. The landlord was at my polythene door threatening, umerafungua hii mlango ama nitoe wembe. The thieves also had issued a warning threat that I should buy 2 new batteries for my home theater before they could come back and steal it. Of course, they canned me again. To make it worse, my neighbor's wife put my 3-bedroom polythene house on fire as a result of post-marital violence with her husband. I was now homeless, jobless, brokeless. Going a full week without a job had become a norm for me. Eating was as luxurious as driving a Mercedes-Benz. Achandora, 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 Nairobi, achandora, 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 Obang achandora, 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 Nairobi, achandora. One day I missed all the calls. I did not take lunch. I did not take breakfast. I did not take supper. Simply because I did not have Otonglo to buy any food. Hey! Nairobi! Nairobi, you mean you can do this to me? But Nairobi, you have done me. Nairobi, hey! Embarrassment or no embarrassment, I decided to go back to my village of Nyamtoi. I'm coming home, home where I belong. Oh, Mr. President, it is now over years since I came back to my village of Nyamtoi. Transformation is evident. Maisha yamekuwa shwari, yogo, yani fiber. Thanks to the loan I received from the government, my name has just been admitted in the Forbes magazine for being the first Kenyan to land Bill Gates himself some loose change. But do I say, I have now officially become Amicus Otonglo I, yani a friend to Otonglo. I now do my shoppings in various parts of the world, depending on what I want to buy, the weather condition, and why I want to buy it. For example, this Agbada Nigerian attire that I'm now attiring myself in. I bought it in Calabar during the explosive match between Arambestas and Nigeria. While this black Italian leather shoe that I'm now suffocating my leg in. I bought it in Paris during the Lancaster conference. Not forgetting my bungalow, my expensive bungalow, which was constructed by an imported engineer whom I met in Kuala Lumpur on my way to Mexico via Yugoslavia. To visit my houseboy. But do I say, for more information, log me on www.otonglatime.ochotjunior.ocs. Nyakwardani. Before I leave, Mr. President, let me take a picture profile of myself to remind me that I was once in Mombasa, State House. Hey. Mr. President, it is tweeted. Daniel OWIRA.ke. Mr. President, you are tweet me.
Another round of applause for Otonglo Time. Your Excellency, that masterpiece was written by this young man here and presented by him as so he's gone digital. We can tweet him anytime on otonglatime.ke.highway high school. Your Excellency, we also have technical training institutes participating in the festival, and Nairobi Aviation College have a solo of us.
Well, there is the story for OWIRA. He is shining just like he shined during the 2013 music festivals, and he was the talk of the town for so long. I know most of you had forgotten about him, and that's why I am here for you. Remember to hit the subscribe button and join this beautiful family. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at 254 Roundup. I promise to see you again soon with an interesting story. Goodbye for now.